Hello and welcome back to our channel, and for today's video, pag-uusapan naman natin ang Composing Academic Writing and Reading and Writing Skills, Quarter 4, Module 8. So, module na to meron tong 5 lessons. Lesson 1 is Book Review, Lesson 2, Literature Review, Lesson 3, Research Report, Lesson 4, Project Proposal, Lesson 5, Position Paper. So, start na tayo sa what's new. Read the sample book review below and complete the matrix with information about the text on a separate sheet of paper. So, meron tong example. Nagbigay si module ng example book review. Ang book na re-review niya is actually isang handbook of disaster risk reduction and management, climate change, and natural disaster. So, pagkatapos yung basahin yung sample na book review, kukumpletuhin nyo yung matrix, tsaka sasagutan nyo yung dalawang questions after. So, main idea. So, ano bang lalagay nyo sa main idea? Tandaan, magkaiba yung topic tsaka yung main idea. Kasi according sa nabasa ko, pag sinabing topic, hindi mo kailangang isulat ng complete sentence. So, maikli lang siya. Actually, pwede kang magbigay ng topic using one word only, 1 to 2 words. So, iba yung main idea kasi yung main idea is being written in complete sentence. So, kunwari nag-uusap kayong magbabarkada, yung pinag-uusapan nyo, yun yung topic nyo. Pero ang tanong, ano bang ginagawa niya sa topic? Diba? Yun yung main idea. Tinuturo mo ba yung topic sa kausap mo? Pinapaliwanag mo ba? Ine-explain mo ba? Binibenta mo ba yung topic mo? Pinagtatawanan nyo ba yung topic mo? So, yun yung main idea. Yun yung pinagkaiba ng topic tsaka ng main idea. Maraming mga guide questions. Marami akong nakita mga guide questions. Actually, yung pinaka-importante, pinaka-unang guide question doon is, ano ba yung purpose ng author? Ano ba yung gusto ng author na malaman ng mga readers? So, yun yung unang guide questions. Marami pa yun search nyo na lang. So, yung main idea rito, so, pwede nyo isulat. Iba-iba yung answer dito. Isa sa mga pwede nyo isulat dito is nagbibigay si author ng positive review tungkol sa Handbook of Disaster Risk Reduction and Management, Climate Change, and Natural Disasters. So, maganda yung review niya. So, pwede nyo ilagay na positive. Pero marami ring ibang pwedeng isagot dito sa part na to. Purpose, ni-inform tayo ni author tungkol sa kung gaano kaganda yung handbook or kung gaano ka-useful yung handbook when it comes to disaster. So, yun yung pwede nyo ilagay sa purpose. Your evaluation of the text. So, since na activity to na binigay before pa yung mismong lesson, I think hindi naman siguro naghahanap si module ng comprehensive tsaka komplikadong answer. So, yung gawin nyo, simple lang na sagot. Punta lang kayong page 8. Marami kayong makukuhang sagot dun sa what do you do with the content tsaka how do you conclude. So, pwede kayong pumunta dun sa number 3, provide your reactions to the book. So, i-paraphrase yun na lang. Pwede nyo ilagay na the author is providing his or her reactions to the book. The author is also describing the book, and she is responding to the handbook using his or her opinions, and he was also analyzing it. Parang ganun na klaseng evaluation. So, pwede na siguro yun. And then, answer the following questions. Dalawang questions. First question, what skills did you apply in the activities? Ano ba yung mga in-apply nyo yung mga skills para masagutan yung activity? I think involved dito yung critical reading tsaka critical thinking. Pwede pa kayo maglagay ng iba pang skills na sa tingin nyo ginamit nyo para masagutan yung activity. Number 2, how were you able to come up with responses needed for the activity? So, paano daw ba kayo nakapag-response? Paano kayo nakapag-response ng tama sa activity? So, syempre, binasa nyo mabuti, tsaka in-analyze, tipong ganun. Kaya nga gumamit tayo ng critical thinking at critical reading ng mga skills para masagutan yung activity. Okay. So what is it? Basahin nyo itong mabuti kasi ito lang yung pinaka-lecture about sa book review book review daw, nagdi-describe, nag-evaluate ng work of fiction or kahit hindi fiction, tapos nagbibigay siya ng overall purpose ng libro. Pinapakita rin dito yung structure, kung paano siya ginawa, sinulat, binuo ng author. Makikita rin dito yung style of narration para sa mga unknown readers. Ito yung pinaka-importante na tandaan nyo when it comes to book review. Hindi siya isang summary. Dapat isa lang siyang sneak peek. So, kumbaga, kahit nabasa na to ng mga tao, kahit nabasa na ng mga tao yung review nyo, still, mas gugustuhin nilang mabasa yung libro na ni-review mo. Kasi, spoiler kasi yung pag binigay mo yung summary, nagbigay ka ng spoiler, walang may gusto ng spoiler. So, yeah. Sa paragraph 3 ng What is it? Actually, nagbigay si module ng mga guide questions kung paano magsulat ng book review. So, actually, pag nasagutan niyo yung mga guide questions na to, makakabuo na kayo ng isang review tungkol sa work or book. So, book review title daw should be based on your total impression of the book. So, pangit na title yung lalagyan mo lang ng review sa dulo or review na words sa title mo. Like, for example, review of the book, blah, blah, blah. Mas maganda daw pag gagawa ka ng sarili mong title, kagaya ng mga binigay na example ni module. So, how do you start writing a book review? Basahin nyo ng mabuti yan. What do you do with the content? How do you conclude? And how do you revise and draft? So, what's more, following the process in book reviewing, write a rough draft on Dr. Jose Rizal's novel, No Limitang Here. Focus only on the author's portrayal of the main characters, Ibarra, Maria Clara, Sisa, Padre Damaso, and the like. So, pag sinabing rough draft, hindi ito yung final output nyo. Ibig sabihin nito is isa itong incomplete work. Kumbaga, ito yung pinakampundasyon papunta sa mismong output nyo. So, huwag kayong masyadong mag-alala sa activity na to kasi rough draft lang naman yung hinahanap. So, pwede kayong mag-search na lang kayo, then focus nyo yung mga character na binanggit sa activity. Tapos, kung anong nakalagay tungkol sa mga character, yun yung isulat nyo. Do not forget to paraphrase para naman mag-connect yung mga information na nakalap nyo galing sa source. What I have learned, in your own words, write at least 5 pointers for writing a book review. So, actually, yung nandito na dito sa bandang what do you do with the content, how do you conclude, how do you revise the draft, yun na actually yung mga pointers. So, hinihingi ni module 5 pointers, pero this time, gamit yung sarili mong words. So, pwede kayong mag-paraphrase or rephrase yun na lang yung mga pointers. Or, pwede kayong mag-google na lang or mag-search ng mga pointers for writing a book review. Diba? Actually, yung mga, sa tingin ko yung makikita yung mga pointers, parehas lang din naman sa binigay ng module, pero it's being, shown in a different way or using different words. So, parang gumamit na kayo ng sarili niyong words kasi yung isasagot nyo is wala sa, or hindi masyadong kaparehas ng module. What I can do, write a book review of a novel or a book that you like. You may choose to upload your output to your class group chat or to your school's Facebook page. And magagawa daw kayo ng book review. Kukuha kayo ng book or maghahanap kayo ng book or novel, yung gusto nyo. Dapat yung gusto nyo para mas makarelate kayo. Kasi pag mas gusto nyo yung book na nire-review nyo, mas madali kayo makakagawa ng output or review. Balik lang kayo doon sa page 7 ng module kasi nandito yung mga guide questions. Actually, marami pang mga guide questions na wala dito. So, you can just search for it. Sagutan nyo lang yung mga guide questions. In the long run, makakabuo kayo ng isang review. Gawin nyo na lang pagkatapos i-revise para ma-connect yung mga ideas. Huwag niyong kalimutan yung parts ng isang academic text, yung introduction, body, conclusion. Yun. Tingnan nyo rin tong rubric kasi dito magbabase yung teacher nyo sa pagbigay ng score sa inyo. So, meron tong 1, 2, 3. Apat na components. So, total points activity na to is 20 points. Introduction daw, dapat merong tinatawag na grabber. This is also known as hook. Sa introduction nakalagay yung information na parang nakainganyo sa mga mambabasa para basahin yung review nyo. Dapat maganda yung grabber nyo. Nandito rin actually yung thesis statement o yung pinakapundasyon nung review nyo. Yung plot summary, kailangan hindi nyo i-spoil yung mga readers. Kailangan meron pa rin suspense daw about sa conflict resolutions while painting a clear, interesting portrait of the book story. So, hindi nyo isa-summarize yung story. Di-describe nyo lang siya. Bibigay kayo ng opinion, papakita, isusulat nyo yung feelings nyo, yung reaction nyo about sa book para naman meron pa rin suspense na mag-feel yung mga readers. Under sa opinion at commentary, dapat daw mag-offer ka ng iyong opinion at mga recommendation sa readers. Kasi pag sinabing review, hindi lang naman lahat yan galing sa libro mismo. Actually, majority dyan dapat galing din sa'yo kasi ikaw yung nagre-review. Spelling mechanics, walang errors. Dapat tama yung mga spelling, tama yung grammar, yung mga punctuation marks. Sakto yung pagkakagamit mo sa kanila. Assessment, be careful sa assessment kasi tinignan ko yung answer key. Meron siyang mga mali. Number 1, sneak peek. The answer is letter D, book review. Number 2, the following are the focus of reviewing the book except. So letter B, title of the book or novel. Number 3, which of the following parts of a review provides the author's name, book article's name, source, and their statement. Dapat ilalagay yan sa introduction. Sa una pa lang, dapat binabanggit mo na yung title ng book tsaka kung sino yung nagsulat. Number 4, how long should a book review be? Ito yung medyo magulo dito kasi yung sagot sa answer key is letter B, strictly 500 words. Pero kung babasahin mo yung what is it, ang sabi kasi dito, the length of the review depends upon the length of the book itself, and the review should not be less than 100 words. Longer books usually ask for more than 500 words. So, medyo magulo tong binigay no options ni module kasi may nakalagay na strictly 500 words. Pero below yung sagot ayon sa module, ayon sa answer key. Number 5, the following skills are enhanced when one writes a book review except. Hindi dito nabanggit yung assessing. Actually, kasama naman yung assessing. Hindi lang talaga siya binanggit na word. Kaya ito yung hindi raw kasali. Pero actually, kasali siya. Then, mag-a-assess ka naman talaga pag susulit ka ng book review. Magde-describe ka, mag-a-analyze ka, mag-e-express ka, and aside from that, mag-a-assess ka. Number 6, what is your best basis in creating titles for a book review? Yung sagot ni module dito, yung sagot sa answer key ay letter C daw, book illustrations. Pero sa tingin ko, pinakasagot dito, or tamang sagot dito ay letter B, yung impression na binibigay ng libro sa mga reader. I think yun yung best basis sa pagbigay ng o paggawa ng paggawa ng title. So I think yun yung best basis sa paggawa ng title sa isang book review. Actually nakasulat ngayon dito eh. A book review title should be based on your total impression of the book. Yun. Kaya ito dapat yung sagot, letter B, book's impression. Number 7, which of the following are identified first in writing a book review? Of course, dun ka sa title and the author, letter A. Number 8, which of the following is a strong book review title? Ang sagot ay letter D, Millennial Philosophy to the Highest Level. Number 9, which of the following shows a weak book review title? So, answer is letter A, quite tough. Number 10, in reviewing fiction books, what elements should be paid with most attention by the reviewer? So, ang answer ay language and audience, letter B. So, actually, kasama naman talaga si language pero hindi binanggit si audience. So, nandito yun sa page 8. What do you do with the content? Nakalagay dito sa number 2. Number 11, which should be given particular treatment in reviewing non-fiction materials? Answer dito ay argument and sources. Ganun yung doon ka magfo-focus kapag non-fiction. Number 12, the following are categorized as fiction except letter B, novel. Number 13, which of the following cannot be classified as non-fiction? It's letter A, fantasy. Number 14, what do you mean by this book review warning? Do not give away the story. It means that avoid telling the entire story. So, yun yung sagot letter C. Pero yung binigay na sagot sa answer key ay letter B, avoid the story. So, mali yun. Number 15, what should reviewers do first in revising the draft? Letter D, allowing time to elapse before revising. So, pag magre-revise kayo ng kahit na anong written works o mga academic text, pahinga muna kayo. Tingnan nyo ulit ang gawa nyo with a fresh mind, with fresh eyes. Okay? Para mas maganda yung kalalabasan yung pagkaka-revise nyo. Additional activities: analyze a book review to be given by your teacher, examine how it was written using the process which you learned from the lesson, comment on the good points and bad points of the book review, write your answer on a separate sheet of paper. So, tanungin niyo si teacher nyo kung ano yung book review. Okay? Kasi according sa module, bibigyan daw kayo ng book review ni teacher. So, tanungin nyo si teacher nyo about dito. And then, ang gagawin nyo, examine nyo yung book review gamit yung mga na-learn nyo sa lesson. Gaya ng dito sa bandang page 8 pa rin. What do you do with the content? How do you conclude? Page 7, how do you start writing a book review? Tsaka yung mga nakalagay na information, so what is it? Yun yung pagbabasihan nyo. So, dito na tayo sa lesson 2 ng module, which is about literature review. Now, sa lesson na to, medyo challenging yung literature review. Hindi kayo pwedeng umasa lang sa module kung gusto nyong matuto nung magsusulat ng literature review. Actually, mayroon naman kayong matututunan sa module, pero I think na marami pa kayong pwedeng i-research about literature review para makagawa ng napakagandang literature review at para mas maintindihan kung ano ba talaga yung literature review. So, kailangan talaga maging active reader. Magbabasa kayo ng magbabasa. Okay. So, what's new? List down the sources that you use in your grade 10. Ewan ko lang kung nasa inyo pa ba or may access pa ba kayo sa grade 10 science investigatory project nyo. Ang gagawin nyo, pupunta kayo sa mga source. Okay, makikita nyo yon sa references o di kaya sa mga in-text citations sa literature review. So, ang gagawin nyo, separate nyo daw yung mga sources taken from databases. Pag sinabing database, yun yung mga information na kinalap, intended para sa mabilisang research. Websites or textbooks. So, igugrupo-grupo nyo yata sila. So, tanong nyo na lang yung subject teacher nyo kung gagawin nyo ba to or kung paano gagawin dito kasi gagamit kayo ng grade 10 science investigatory project. So, hindi ko lang alam kung anong initiative gagawin ng subject teacher nyo. What is it? A literature review is a type of academic essay that examines what has already been written about the topic. So, meron nang na-research, meron nang nasulat about sa topic, tapos yung nakasulat na yun yung i-examine nyo ulit. As a collection of published research about your topic by recognized scholars and researchers, it is a way for you to examine also what has already been done in regard to your research question or problem. So, ang literature review kasi is part ng isang research report or isang research output, no? Kasi gagawa kayo ng research question or research problem. Tapos, kailangan nyong malaman kung ano nang nagawa ng ibang tao tungkol dun sa research problem nyo, research question nyo. Kaya kayo magsusulat or gagawa ng literature review. Kasi i-review nyo yung mga nakasulat tungkol sa problem nyo sa research. Likewise, it summarizes and synthesizes the conducted research driven by guiding principles. So, although hindi siya yung research paper, nagbibigay ito ng background sa problem and rationale for your research. So, yun yung literature review. So, gagawa kasi kayo ng ang tawag dito, i-collecta nyo yung mga information na related sa problem nyo, tapos i-connect nyo yon, and then isusulat nyo yung rationale kung bakit yun yung napili nyo or bakit ganun yung research problem nyo. Literature reviews consists of the following components and its purpose. So, meron tong introduction, main body, conclusion, and references. Basahin nyo lang mabuti to. And then, kung meron pa kayong maraming tanong about sa components, I think you better ask your subject teacher about this, tapos mag-research pa kayo further tungkol sa mga parts. Kasi, honestly, hindi ko to forte. So, here are 4 literature review strategies. So, summary, synthesis, analysis, and evaluation. So, pag sinabing summary, nakalagay dito in brief statements yung mga argument and main points of relevant research. Synthesis naman, kino-combine mo yung mga ideas para makabuo ka ng integrated theory or system through critical evaluation, compare, contrast, etc. Analysis naman yung pag-e-examine ng mga elements or mga structure sa research. Kumbaga, yung mga parts, yung mga maliliit na mga information, yun yung ine-examine mo, yun yung analysis. Yung evaluation naman, nag-a-assess ka, ina-assess mo yung research base sa mga criteria ng rubric na pinili mo o binigay ng teacher nyo. And then, susuportahan mo rin to with another similar research. What's more, read the literature review of your previous research outputs. Yan, yung literature review, kailangan meron kayong access or siguro bibigyan kayo ng bagong literature review ng teacher nyo if ever wala na kayong access doon sa sinabing science investigatory project o kahit anong research sa English. Rate the said review based on the rubric below. So, babasahin nyo itong rubric, i-rate nyo yun base sa kung paano ginawa yung literature review. Okay, what I have learned, the basic parts of a literature review, ito yung introduction, main body, conclusion, and references. Yung 4 literature review strategies naman, yun yung summary, synthesis, analysis, and evaluation. Sobrang ikli nung discussion about literature review. Kaya, hindi yun enough para matuto kayo about doon. So, kailangan talaga gumawa ng further research about literature review para matuto kayo ng gusto tungkol sa literature review. What I can do, improve the literature review that you have evaluated in what's more. Tapos, gagamitin yung rubric para sa inyong revised version. So, gagawin nyo, titingnan nyo lang yung mga negative areas or mga areas for improvement, and then isusulat nyo siya ulit. And this time, mas maganda siya kaysa sa dati. So, don't forget to include the output in your portfolio. So, yun. Assessment. Number 1, which of the following does not describe the nature and purpose of a literature review? The answer is letter D. It is type of an academic essay. Number 2, why should students write a literature review? Answer is all of the above. Number 3, this system provides a means of identification for managing information on digital networks. Actually, hindi ko alam kung nakadagay pa to sa module kasi hindi ko siya mahanap. And anyway, ang nasa answer key ay letter C, DOI. Hindi ko alam kung ano yung DOI. Number 4, which of the following does not describe the literature review accurately? So, ang answer daw dito is letter A. Number 5, this part of literature review defines the topic and the scope being considered. Ito yun, dapat nandito yun sa introduction, letter A. It offers the reviewer's justification of the conducted research. Ang sagot dito ay letter C, conclusion. Number 7, which part is the organization of the evaluation of sources chronologically? So, nandun yun sa main body, letter B. This is the part that accurately contains in-text citations. It's letter D, references. Number 9, relational words and phrases are used in writing the literature to achieve A. This is coherence. So, medyo nakakatakot na yung mga assessment kasi mga tinatanong dito wala na talaga sa module, no? Number 10. What literature review strategy should be applied when you state the arguments and main points? Summary to letter C. This is a literature review strategy that combines ideas, synthesis. Number 12. When one closely examines the elements, analysis, letter A. Number 13. This assesses the research based on the criteria that you have chosen. It's letter B, evaluation. Number 14. It is a literature review is simply a summary of what existing scholarship knows about a particular topic. Parang may error sa question sa number 14. Ang dapat nakasulat lang dito, it is a summary of what existing scholarship knows about a particular topic. Ang sagot dito ay literature review. Letter C. Nakalagay sa answer key is letter B, so hindi yun yung tamang sagot. Number 15. The following are sources for a good literature review except meron ding mali sa pagkakagawa nung item sa number 15 kasi ang tanong ay except. Good sources naman yung database, websites, at textbook. So I think answer is letter D, pero hindi all of the above. Dapat nakasulat dito is none of the above. Key additional activities. Write a literature review on a topic of your choice. Please refer to the rubric and what's more. So, kung nahihirapan kayo, maghanap lang kayo ng sample. Gumamit kayo ng sample literature review. Kunin niyo yung pattern kung paano siya ginawa. Sundan niyo yung pattern. Palitan niyo lang yung mga words. Palitan niyo yung mga sentences. Para makabuo kayo ng sarili niyong literature review. So, yan. Lesson 3 na tayo. Ang lesson 3 ay research report. So, apologize. Kasi hindi ko talaga to forte. So, wala akong masyadong matutulong when it comes to research report. Kasi nga tinuturo nga to ng buong taon sa practical research. Tapos ito, isang part lang sa module. So, kailangan talagang, again, maging isang active learner sa pagsagot ng lesson 3. Kagaya ng pagsagot nyo sa lesson 2 kasi kailangan yung magbasa, mag-research at kumontak ng iba't ibang mga taong makakatulong sa inyo when it comes to research report. So, yun. What's new? Serve research report on the effects of ashfall in your barangay. Yan, maghahanap kayo ng isang research report tungkol sa epekto ng ashfall. So, yung ashfall, yun yung mga volcanic ash. Kapag may pumutok na bulkan, kasunod nun ashfall. So, search na lang kayo ng tungkol doon. Tapos, sa-cite yung sources ng mabuti, and then, read it in advance to supplement your knowledge in the next part of this lesson. Yun, para daw mas maintindihan yung lesson mamaya, dapat basahin nyo yung research report na yun. Kasi yun nga medyo may kahirapan tong topic na to Kaya mas maganda yung may alam na kayo about sa research report bago nyo basahin yung lesson sa module. So what is it? Basahin nyo lang mabuti to. Pati yung mga components ng research report. And then, ang maganda lang dito, binigyan tayo ni module ng isang sample ng isang research report. So, meron tayong guide. Now, what's more, read the sample student research report and what's new, then rate it using the rubric that follows. So, babasahin nyo, magre-rate kayo. Depende sa organization, elements of research reports, grammar usage, mechanical spelling. I-score nyo lang yan for yung highest point kada criteria. So, meron tong 4, total of 12 points. Plus, maglagay na rin kayo ng mga comments sa baba, either positive or negative. Kung maganda naman yung pagkakagawa ng research report, madali na naman gumawa ng mga positive statements tungkol dun Mag-isip lang kayo ng mga adjective na pupuri sa research report. Yun, what I have learned kagad. Diba? Parang bilis ng pangyayari. Research report, ganun-ganun na lang. Hindi enough yung isang module tungkol sa research report. Kailangan talaga to ng face-to-face interaction between teacher and student. So, research reporting is one of the academic activities in senior high school, blah, blah, blah. Yung pinaka-question dito is actually Which of the parts is the most difficult to do and why? So, ano ba yung mga part? Punta kayo dun sa components ng research report. So, alin ba dito yung pinakamahirap? Title, madali lang yan. Abstract, madali lang naman yan. Introduction, methodology, hindi naman masyadong kahirapan. Results, I think dito sa discussion, ito yung pinakamahirap. So, explain nyo kung bakit. Dito kasi, gamitin nyo lang yung kung ano yung sinabi ng module tungkol sa discussion. Okay, paraphrase nyo na lang yan. Nakalagay kasi dito yung results ng study, and then hindi lang yung result yung nakalagay, pati na yung interpretation tsaka yung evaluation. Nakalagay rin dito yung mga anomalies na nakita sa mga resulta. Tapos susulat mo din dito yung connection ng results sa bigger picture. Ibig sabihin, ano ba yung magiging epekto, ano ba yung posibleng maging epekto ng mga resulta sa kasalukuyan, and kung paano daw magagamit yung resulta para sa kung ano-anong sitwasyon. So, I think discussion yung pinakamahirap or pinaka-challenging. What I can do, write the complete components of a research report about the natural disasters that have recently affected your school. So, sa ganitong klaseng activity, hindi talaga enough yung isang video instruction lang. I think kailangan talaga dito ng two-way communication. Kailangan nyo makipag-usap sa teacher nyo, kahit sino na may alam about research report, para naman mas maturuan kayo, mas mag-guidean kayo kung paano gawin tong activity na to. And again, sorry kasi hindi ko to talaga forte. Assessment. Number 1, which of the following is a long formal essay with the length? Letter C, research report. Number 2, it allows the readers in evaluating the quality of the research with which another researcher may replicate. So, ang answer daw is letter C, methodology. Yun yung sa galing sa answer key. Number 3, letter D daw ang sagot, results. It contains the interpretation of data and perhaps a short introduction. Number 4, it is an overview of the research study measuring 2 to 4 paragraphs. So letter A, abstract. Number 5, this is where the outcome of the study is interpreted and evaluated against the existing body of research literature. Letter B, discussion. Number 6, it reflects the content and emphasis of the project described in the study. It is letter B, title. Number 7, the abstract is limited to blank number of words. It's 200 to 300 words daw. Number 8, what is the other term for research format? It's letter C, structure. Number 9, which of the following is not a physical format? It's letter C, vlog. Nakalagay ba to sa module? Hindi ko lang alam kung nakalagay ba. Number 10, who should evaluate the research report best? It's letter D, teacher. Number 11, which of the following is not found in a research report? It's letter B, recommendations. Number 12, the introductory part of the research report should have the aim to. It's actually all of the above. Number 13, what is the purpose of the conclusion in a research report? It's letter D. It summarizes the key findings of the research report. Number 14, which of the following or which of the factors below could be considered as the biggest enemy of students in the preparation and writing research report? It's letter D, all of the above. Biggest enemy daw yung time, money, and commitment. So, kaya nga sinabi ko kanina, medyo challenging tong topic na research report, and hindi enough ng isang module para matutunan natin kung ano ba talaga yung research report. Number 15, who is the main intended audience of a research report? They are actually letter D, unknown readers. So, additional activities, write a research report on a researchable topic of your choice. Use the attached rubric, and what's more, don't forget to file your output in your portfolio. Oh. Good luck with this one, research report. And we have lesson 4, project proposal. So, knowing how to convince people of your perspective is a valuable skill, more so if you are equipped with a strategy suitable for a particular audience. So, ang project proposal is actually proposal para naman makakuha ka ng suporta ng mga tao para matupad yung project mo o yung mga gusto mong gawin. A project proposal is a document that is written for problem solving, service provision, event planning, or equipment selling. So, generally, proposals are used to convince the reader to do what the proposal suggests. So, kunwari, may gusto kang gawin, may project ka para sa school nyo, tapos kailangan mo ng budget, kailangan mo makakuha ng suporta, kaya ka gagawa ng isang project proposal. So, lalagay mo dito yung dahilan kung bakit mo gagawin yon, yung problema na naging dahilan na paggawa ng project mo. Kaya ano ba yung reason mo, purpose mo, rational. Tapos, yun. Gaya nabanggit ko kanina, kunwari kailangan mo ng budget. So, pag nakuha mo, na-convince na yung mga tao na may pera, pwede kang bigyan ng budget para mapagpatuloy yung project mo. So, thus, kailangan mo gumawa ng project proposal. Guidelines in writing the proposal. Number 1, gathering the data. Kailangan mong makakuha ng mga data para masuportahan yung mga claim mo. Kasi hindi ka lang basta gagawa ng claim or may ganitong nangyayari sa barangay natin, so kailangan natin gawin to. Hindi lang matatapos doon. Kailangan mo ng mga evidences para naman mas kapanipaniwala yung claim mo at para mas ma-persuade mo yung mga readers. Number 2, organizing the data. So, hindi ka lang basta bato-bato ng mga information. Kailangan mong i-organize yun. And para naman mas madali siyang masundan at maintindihan ng mga babasa. Number 3, writing the proposal. Number 4, revising the proposals. Of course, bago mo i-submit ng isang kahit na anong academic text or kahit na anong letter dyan, kailangan maganda yung pagkakagawa. So, meron talagang stage kung saan magre-revise ka. But of course, kailangan mo munang palipasin ng mga ilang araw o ilang oras bago ka mag-revise para naman mas maganda yung kalalabasan ng revision mo. So, formatting the project proposal, pag informal daw, mga 2 to 4 pages siya. Pero pag formal, meron tong more than 5 pages. Regardless daw sa purpose, meron silang standard parts. Meron tong introduction. Hindi talaga pwedeng mawala yung introduction. Nakalagay sa introduction yung rationale. Yun yung reason mo kung bakit mo gagawin yung project. Nakalagay dito yung problem to be addressed and shows the need to solve it. Objective, yun yung target mo na mangyari. Benefits, ano bang mangyayari pag nagawa mo yung project. So, dapat positive to. Project description, methodology, yun yung mga iba't ibang activity na gagawin mo para ma-achieve mo yung objectives. Gaya ng manpower, sino ba yung mga gagawa? Saan kayo kukuha ng mga kagamitan, mga resources? Schedule, yun of course, dapat nakalatag rin yung schedule. Kailan magsisimula at kailan target na matapos. Budget, magkano bang kailangan? What's more, conceptualize a solution related to the number 1 problem listed in what is it. So, meron ba talagang problem na nakalagay sa what is it? Ewan ko lang comment na lang kayo down below pag meron nakalagay dyan kasi ako wala talaga akong makita. Then, write a project proposal outline. Highest point for each criteria is indicated below. So, meron tong rubric. Tignan nyo lang to. Pag wala kayong nakitang problem sa what is it, contact nyo kagad yung subject teacher nyo kung paano bang gagawin sa what's more. Meron pang isang what's more. Complete the following statements to summarize what you have learned in this lesson. Number 1, a project proposal is a document which aims to solve a certain problem. Number 2, proposals are used to convince the reader what the proposal suggests, such as buying goods or services. Actually, nandito naman yung sagot sa what is it eh. Number 3, the introductory part of the proposal provides the background necessary for understanding the project, which tells the reader of the rationale, objectives, and benefits. What I can do, supply the necessary details of the product or project proposal format below. You may use the ideas details of your barangay's topmost problem. The rubric and what I have learned may still apply to this activity. So mag-iisip kayo ng pinaka problema ng barangay nyo. So ano ba yung mga problema ng barangay nyo? Like, for example, mga basura. Yun. Tapos mag-iisip kayo ng project title. So gaya ng project linis, mga ganun, gumagamit lang ng mga abbreviation. So mga acronym or initialism. Tapos yun yung nilalagay nila sa title. Then, susupply nyo lang dito sa second column, rationale. So, meron itong mga guide questions. What prompted the project? Is there an existing concern or potential problem that you want to address? And sa pagsagot dito, dapat complete sentence. Dapat complete sentence para naman mas maganda yung pagkakapresent nyo sa answer nyo. So, huwag kayong sasagot dito ng yes or no. Gaya dito sa, is there an existing concern? So, lagay nyo yes. So, wag ganun yung pagsagot. Pwede nyong gawin dito is, there is an existing concern about the garbage in our barangay. Parang ganun. Objectives, what does the project hope to achieve? So, ba't ba gagawa ka ng ganitong project? Ano ba yung gusto mong mangyari? Diba? You want your barangay to stay clean and green, yung mga tipong ganun. Benefits, who are the project beneficiaries? So, sino ba yung mga ka-benefits? So, pag barangay nyo, of course, yung mga tao sa barangay. And then, how will they benefit? Bakit sila makaka-benefit sa isang malinis na lugar? Diba? Siyempre, makaka-iwas sa mga sakit. Project description, methodology. Who are the people involved in the project? Pwede mo sigurong kunin yung mga tanod, di ba? Yung mga volunteer, mga teenagers. What are their duties? So, kunwari, nakasulat ka na, tanod, ano ba yung pwede mong mga ibigay ng mga duty para sa mga tanod? May mga edad na yung iba. So, kunwari, teenagers, i-involve mo sila. Ano ba yung pwede mong ipagawa na suitable naman para sa mga teenagers? Or mga nanay, ano ba yung pwedeng gawin ng mga nanay? Yun. What is the expected output? Expected output mo, of course, magtutulungan sila at gagawin yung mga trabahong inassign sa kanila para ma-achieve yung objective na luminis yung barangay. Schedule, kailan sisimulan at gaano katagal yung project mo at kailan to expected na matatapos. Budget, magkano ba yung kailangan mo? Isasaalang-alang mo dito yung mga materials. So, kunwari dun nga sa example natin, yung mga basura, magkano ba yung mga walis, di ba? Magkano ba yung mga basurahan? Yun, kukonta ka ba ng magkano ba yung bayad sa driver pag ilalagay na din yung mga basura sa truck? I-estimate mo lang naman. Assessment, number 1, which part of the project proposal provides the background necessary for understanding the project? It's letter A, project introduction. Number 2, which section gives specific information about the project itself? It's letter B, project description. Which of the following presents an analysis of all the costs? Syempre, budget. Number 4, what part of the proposal reveals what the project intends to achieve? It's letter B, objectives. Number 5, which shows what the reader target audience can gain from the proposal? It's C, benefits. Which document is written for problem solving? It's actually the project proposal. Yun yung lesson natin. Number 7, which details the different activities the project will take on? It's C, methodology. Number 8, which part of the project description discusses the task duration and expected start and end dates? It's actually the schedule. Number 9, which identifies the problem to be addressed? Letter A, rationale. Number 10, which guideline in writing the proposal do you collect data from primary and secondary sources? It's letter A, gathering the data. Number 11, in doing a project proposal, when do you use an outline to structure your discussion more effectively? It's letter B, organizing the data. Number 12, what do you do when you review a proposal for accuracy? It's letter D, revising the proposal. Number 13, what do you do when you fill out the parts of the proposal with the relevant data? It's letter C, writing the proposal. Number 14, in stating the proposal's objective, you should clearly state the issue, the target group, time and place of the program. The answer is letter A. It must be specific. Number 15, what is the detailed description of a series of activities which aim to solve a certain problem? It's letter B, project proposal. Additional activities, assuming that you are the Supreme Student Government President, tapos ko-convince mo daw yung school principal nyo about a particular project, for example, tutorial session, school fair, etc. Magsusulat kayo ng one-page project proposal gamit ang required format. So, yung required format, dito makikita. So, what I can do, ang pinakauna nyong gagawin, of course, mag-identify kayo ng problem. Tapos, gawa kagad kayo ng title. Okay, project title nyo. And then, fill out nyo lang tong mga guide questions na binigay ni module, gaya ng rationale. Anong nakita mo? Bakit mo gustong mangyari ang isang project, di ba? Meron bang existing concern? So, ang pag-answer dito, again, write it gamit ang complete sentence. Then, sundan nyo lang, sagutan nyo lang yung mga guide questions, and then makakagawa kayo ng isang matinong project proposal. So, madali lang naman yan. Okay, last lesson natin sa module, lesson 5, position paper. What's new? Maharlika, a word originally meaning warrior class, is proposed to replace the name of our country in the country Philippines. Given its history and meaning, do you agree that our country will be renamed Maharlika? Write your stand on this matter. So, payag daw ba kayo na baguhin yung pangalan ng bansa natin from the Philippines to Maharlika? So, walang maling sagot dito as long as matino at logical yung answer nyo. So, what's new? Ilagay nyo lang lahat ng mga rason kung bakit gusto nyo at kung bakit ayaw nyo. At sigurado ako magiging tama yun para sa teacher nyo. Okay? What is it? The position paper is a composition that highlights an opinion of an author or specified entity about an issue. So, kaya ito tinawag na position paper kasi nakalagay dito kung ano ba yung stand or position ng isang author tungkol sa isang issue. As a debate, it presents one side of an arguable opinion and persuades the readers or audience that the author has a well-founded knowledge about the issue. So, one-sided lang to. Yung side lang ni author. Okay? Yun yung susuportahan niya, yung didepensaan niya para ma-persuade yung mga readers na meron talagang magandang knowledge si author tungkol sa issue. So, in writing the position paper, your goal as a writer is not only to state and defend your position, but also to show how your stance relates to other position. So, huwag nyo din kalimutan sa pag-represent ng isang position or stand, dapat supportado rin ito ng mga reasons and evidences. So, basahin nyo yung the rest ng what is it. Nakalagay dito yung mga questions para ma-ensure that meron kang malakas na argument. Tapos, pag nakagawa ka na ng isang matinong argument, of course, susuportahan mo na siya ng mga supporting evidences. So, ito yung mga components ng position paper. First is the introduction. Dito nakalagay yung mga issue na to be discussed. And of course, nandito rin yung position ng author. The body. It contains a central argument and can be further broken up into sections. So, letter A, possible objections to your position. So, ano ba yung mga counter-argument? I-discuss mo rin kasi yung mga counter-argument tungkol sa stand mo. Hindi ka lang basta-basta nagdi-discuss kung ano yung stand mo or position mo. I-discuss mo yung counter-argument, tapos i-re-rebut mo rin siya. gamit ang iyong mga nakalap na evidences. Letter B, a discussion of both sides of the issue which addresses and refutes arguments that contradict the author's position. Yun yung nabanggit ko kanina. Letter C, explain that your position is still the best one. So, pagkatapos mong i-discuss yung stand mo at i-discuss yung stand ng iba, i-discuss mo naman kung bakit sa'yo yung pinaka-the best o bakit the best pa rin yung stand mo or position mo. And yeah, we have conclusion, stating the key points and when applicable, suggest resolution to the issue. So, i-restate mo dito yung position mo, magdaragdag ka rin ng plan of action. So, parang recommendation kung anong susunod na gagawin. What's more, your position paper should have a clear and relevant claim or argument. Choose between A and B which you think is the best thesis statement. So, yung thesis statement, yun yung pinaka-pundasyon ng whole academic text mo or dito, yung position paper mo. So, number 1, alin ba dito? Milk tea is delicious. Milk tea tastes better than other drinks. So, number 1 is letter B. Actually, kung alin dito yung mas mahaba, yun yung pinakamaganda. Number 2, it's letter B. Number 3, it's letter A. Number 4, letter B. Number 5, it's letter A. So, sa position paper, wag yung gawin to I will persuade you to vote for candidates. So, hindi magandang sabihin yung I will persuade you. What I have learned, is social media helpful or harmful? Brainstorm and list down your claims. Ala. So, yun, unfortunately, nag-brown out. So, lipat tayo dito sa labas. Pero okay lang, malapit naman na tayo matapos Dito na tayo sa what I have learned. So, is social media helpful or harmful? Brainstorm and list down your claims using the format below. So, issue or argument whether social media is helpful or harmful. So, meron ditong dalawang column. Ang first column is helpful. Bakit ba helpful yung social media gaya ng Facebook, or harmful? Bakit nga pa siya harmful? So, mag-iisip kayo, bakit nga ba siya naging helpful? Siguro, isang benefit ng pagkakaroon ng social media yung na-connect yung mga taong malayo sa isa't isa, gaya ng may kamag-anak ka sa ibang bansa. So, dahil social media, meron kayong constant communication, di ba? Another helpful effect ng social media yung pagkakaroon ng support galing sa ibang tao, gaya ng kunwari, nade-depress ka na, tapos wala kang makausap or nahihiya kang makipag-usap sa ibang tao in person. So, gagamitin mo yung social media as means para mapag-usapan yung nararamdaman mo, di ba? Nakakatulong yun. Marami na kasing nagsusuicide dahil sa depression So, hindi nakalagay dito actually kung ilan. So, kung ano lang yung nakalagay sa table, 1, 2, 3, 4. So, 4 lang din yung ilalagay mo. Not unless merong instruction sa teacher kung ilan yung gagawin mo. Ano pa ba yung mga helpful effects ng social media? Pwede kang mag-advertise ng product mo. Kunwari, nagbebenta ka online. So, pwede mong gamitin yung social media para mabenta mo yung mga materialis mo or mga bagay na ganun. So, ano pa ba? Pwede ka rin, itong ginagawa natin, pwede tayong mag-spread ng, pwede tayong magturo about certain topic sa pamamagitan ng YouTube o mga video sa Facebook, mga video lessons, di ba? Ang laking tulong nun sa ngayong panahon ng pandemic. So, marami pang mga helpful effects ng social media, kayo nang bahala doon. Sa harmful naman, alam naman natin yung mga peking information, di ba? Mga fake news. Madali lang kasi magpakalap ng mga maling information sa social media. Meron din cyberbullying, di ba? Pag nagpo-post ka ng mga pictures mo sa social media, hindi natin maiiwasan, meron talagang mga taong may tapok sa utak, diba? Yung mga siraulo, diba? Binubuli ka. Ano pa ba yung mga harmful effects? Depression, kasi dahil social media, nakukumpara mo yung buhay mo sa ibang tao, which is hindi naman talaga dapat ganun. Ano pa ba? Yung privacy niyo, diba, naapektuhan yung privacy nyo kasi nalalaman ng ibang tao yung information tungkol sa family mo, sa buhay mo, sa anong kung ano-ano pa. So yun, kayo nang bahala magdagdag ng mga harmful effects. Huwag nyo rin kalimutan, dapat daw nakalagay dito yung details saka evidences mo. So mag-cite ka lang ng mga personal experiences, pwede mo nang gamitin yun as evidences. Or pwede ka rin maglagay ng siguro ng link or statement ng mga police galing sa news. Yun, so what I can do you feel ready to try writing it on your own now? Ready ka na daw ba magsulat ng position paper? Create an outline showing your position on the topic. So outline lang daw. Hindi naman, wag yung kompletong position paper na outline lang gawin nyo. So yung topic, children below 10 years old should not be given access to social media. So please be guided by the score sheet below, a deduction of 1 point each criterion if you fail to meet the given requirements. So ito yung topic, dapat daw hindi binibigyan access sa social media yung mga batang 10 years old pababa. So it's either pabor ka dito or hindi ka pabor. So yun yung position mo. So, description has appropriate quality of well-organized points to support the topic. Teka lang, paano to? Clarify nyo lang sa subject teacher nyo kasi ang pagkakaintindi ko kasi merong topic, children below 10 years old should not be given access to social media, tapos gagawa kayo ng position nyo. So, it's either pabor kayo or hindi kayo pabor. Pero nung binasa ko yung description sa rubric, has appropriate quality of well-organized points to support the topic. So, ina-assume na ni rubric na susuportahan mo yung topic na dapat hindi bigyan ng access yung mga 10 years old pababa. So, better yet, clarify nyo lang sa subject teacher nyo kung paano ba talaga gawin to. So, kasi yun yung pagkakaintindi ko yung kanina Has clear and specific details. So, dapat hindi vague yung mga details na sasabihin mo. Dapat specific. Dapat hindi in general. Mas maganda bigyan mo ng example at kung ano-ano pang mga ebidensya. Grammar, spelling, punctuation, dapat walang mali. Assessment. Number 1, which composition highlights the opinion? It's letter D, position paper. Yun yung topic natin sa lesson. Number 2, the following criteria are considered in choosing the issue. It's letter D, demonstrability. Yun yung sagot sa answer key. So, kung nabasa nyo mabuti yung what is it o yung discussion part ng module, kayo nang bahala tumingin kung tama ba itong sagot sa answer key. Number 3, which of the following is supporting evidence that is valid and verifiable? It's letter A, factual knowledge. Number 4, which knowledge relies on evidence instead of limited personal experience? It's ang sagot sa answer key ay letter C, informed opinion. Number 5, what is called the first-hand experience of the writer or knowledgeable parts? It's personal testimony. So, pag sinabing first-hand, yung sa'yo mismo galing. Pag galing sa iba na yan, second-hand na yan. Number 6, which is referred as the conclusions drawn from data gathered? It's letter B, statistical inferences. Number 7, which component of the proposition or number 7, which component of the proposition this position paper contains the main argument which can be further broken up into sections? It's letter B, body. Number 8, which part of the position paper restates the key points and suggests resolution? Letter C, conclusion. Nasa bandang huli yan dapat yung yung restate the key points and mga resolution tsaka recommendation sa conclusion yan. Number 9, this identifies the issue that will be discussed and states the author's position on the issue. So, dapat makikita yan sa introduction. Letter A. Number 10, which part of the paper suggests a course of action? Is letter C. Parang ano yan, recommendation yan, tsaka suggesting a resolution. Number 11, which part of the paper defines the issue and discusses its background? Nasa bandang, ano yan, simula yan, so dapat nasa introduction yan. Number 12, what is the idea that disagree or contradict with your given position? Counter argument yan. Bakit? Yung sagot sa answer key is letter C, pero I think ang sagot dito is counter-argument. Ano na tayo? Number 13. Why is a topic like the pandemic COVID-19 shakes the world is not a great idea for the position statement? Kasi there's nothing to debate about. So pagpili ng topic, dapat daw debatable siya. Merong two sides. Pag sinabi kasi the pandemic COVID-19 shakes the world, parang ito na yung factual kasi ito, katotohanan na ito ba, ang lakas ng impact ng pandemic kaya lahat, majority ng mga tao mag-a-agree sa'yo, or wala sigurong hindi mag-a-agree sa'yo. So ang answer dito is letter C. There's nothing to debate about. Number 14, which of the following statements is false? Ang sagot sa answer key ay letter D daw. You should always write a conclusion that sums up your position. Mali yun. Huwag letter D yung sagot nyo. I think the correct answer here is letter C. You don't need to offer any options. Yun yung dapat false statement. Dapat letter C yung sagot nyo sa number 14. Number 15, which of the following is not included in the introduction of the position paper? That should be counter-argument. Dapat hindi ka pa babanggit ng counter-argument sa introduction ng position paper mo. Nandun yan dapat sa main body. Okay. Preferably nasa second paragraph. Additional activities: write a 5-paragraph essay and try to win your reader's vote by clearly stating your claim and providing strong evidences. So bakit siya 5? Kasi ngayong introduction is 1 paragraph, yung body 3 paragraph. First paragraph sa body should be your mga evidences na magsusupport sa position mo. Second paragraph is for the counter argument, yung kukontra sa position mo. And then katlong paragraph yun yung bakit the best pa rin yung position mo or stand mo kesa dun sa nabanggit mo na counter argument. And then yung ikalimang paragraph para dun sa conclusion. So pipili ka lang ng isa sa 3 topics below. Number 1, can smoking be prevented by raising the price of cigarettes? Are we too dependent on computers? Do young people's behavior better or worse than it was years ago? Ang tip ko lang, yung pipiliin yung topic dapat kung saan kayo komportable at kung saan kayo meron ng maraming alam, di ba? Para konting research na lang. So, yan, I think that's all for this module 8. So, yun, maraming salamat sa support, and for more videos about sa mga English topics na di-discuss ko in Tagalog. So, ngayon kasi focus muna ako sa mga module Okay. So, do not forget to subscribe and like. Share mo na rin sa mga friends mo. Tsaka, yun, God bless. And, stay safe always.